Hello and welcome back to this new puzzle. Today we are gonna make a video review for two trades that I have shared yesterday. The first one is going to be New Zealand USD. As we saw, if I am going to press the run button, price reached the upper part of the structure and all the targets were reached. It was a very fast movement. So we are going to look at the process after that. And the second one that was shared was EURGBP. Same thing also here. After the wedge was completed, we can see the price that already reached the first target of the pattern. So let's go on with the first one, and we are going to look at details. What I have shared on this one, I'm going to delete some of them. I will begin from the monthly chart, and on the monthly chart you will see that we already had this pin bar candle here that closed, and this is showing for the bullish movement. Overall, in our trading, this is used only for confirmation, because this is not used for trading at all in this way how it is now, but this is showing for the bullish momentum that is growing during this period of time. If you are going to look at on the weekly chart, we are on the wave down. Look at how the price was stopped close to the bottom of this pattern, and here we had our big reversal area. So let's make it with red, the reversal area. I'm cutting the candles here, it looks very interesting. And on the daily chart that I'm going right now, we can see that during yesterday price was developing in this zone. So let's say that we had one daily candle, 2, 3, 4, and this was the next one that is also today. So for 4 consecutive days we can see the price that was actually stopped in our zone. Let's break it down on the 4-hour time frame now. And what do we see on our area? On our area that we had the first price retest, we had the second price retest that it lasted for several hours here. Look at how the price was stopped again. After that, when the price managed to move higher, it was on August 23, so 2 days ago, we can see that price faced the first resistance from the top of the structure. After that, price came again down and it tested the lower part, and here we had our trade at this zone. So here was what we were looking at. If you are going to look at for more details on the lower time frame, the entry was a bit risky overall. As we all know, there are no safe entries in trading, so we need to take the risk all the time. And what happened is that price created this bearish movement when it came down as a WXY exact movement. Also, if you are going to analyze the other parts of the structure, we can see that price made an ABC movement, a corrective one. It doesn't mean that the movement that came down in 5 wave was impulsive movement. It can come also as corrective movement, as we can see, but it depends from the confluence zone where we are collecting the data. And from this area, price made the movement that we actually initiated this trade, and it continued to move higher. As you can see right now at this point, price is developing probably a 5-wave movement, considering that this wave is very aggressive, this wave here that I'm looking at. So possibility is very high that we can see the price to make any type of 5-wave movement up to the previous structure. The first targets were very small. As you can see, I targeted the structure areas on the first one. The second one was also a structure area and the higher part of the target. And now we are looking at the price that is closing very bullish, and possibility is very high that we can see it moving higher. Also, we need to know in advance. I'm going to open the economic calendar for today, and what is important that we should know for this week is that today on Thursday we'll begin the Jackson Hole Symposium. It's a very big event, the Jackson Hole. You can read what it's all about. It's the annual symposium sponsored by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City since 1978 and held in Jackson Hole. It is a forum for central bankers, policy experts and academics to come together to focus on a topic. The problem is that we can never know how the Jackson Hole Symposium will be closed this time and what they will discuss. It will last for 3 days. The first day is the day that is Thursday. Friday is the second day for Jackson Hole Symposium, and the next one is on Saturday. It was also a Saturday here, just we have to expand the economic calendar. So what is a bit tricky in this situation is that we can't know in advance what they will talk about. This is Saturday and they are going to release everything probably on Saturday and Sunday. And on Monday we can have a volatile market. That is why we should be prepared and probably to be out of the dollar trades, in my opinion. This is what we can face on the bigger picture for New Zealand dollar. So this was the part of the analysis. I tried to explain it very simple. And the next one that we are going to look at is EURGBP. This is the pattern that I shared yesterday. I'm going to keep this very simple as well. I'm going to, or not, I'm not going to delete this. So let's see, to make it a bit more clear. Look at what the price was actually creating on the weekly chart. We had the previous week that was actually very bullish. Look at the candles, how bullish is this candle. 3 consecutive weeks that the price was growing. So we are expecting a bullish continuation movement. However, we are taking advantage from the small movements. What is important is that on the daily chart, the price overall was facing support on the lower part of the structure, the one that I have already placed here, the candles, and we can see also a wedge pattern that came close to this area. The interesting part here is that we had the first bullish candle that closed. We had the price coming down, but it was not closed at that moment, and we had this support area. Why was this part important? If I'm going to break it down on the 4-hour time frame, you will see that also the previous time price completed a similar wedge pattern at the same area here, the same zone. When price was completed after the breakout, we can see that the bullish movement was very fast. I mean this movement here. So taking this in consideration, when price came down again and it created the same wedge pattern, despite the fact that price didn't came to test the low, it is not a must all the time, it was already in a very strong support area that we were focused on our group. So look at what it is happening. Price created the same thing here, and here we have our bounce from this point. It was very fast. Not everything can trade we need to be also careful in trading. Look at what happened after the price breakout. We had enough time to take this trade, but also the risk was high. There was a bit risk in this pattern, as it was not without risk at all, considering that the market is really volatile these days, and also this pattern had some other problems, not only this one. However, it worked out very well for the moment, as you can see. What is important is that price is creating again another bullish pattern, so this is adding value for the next bullish movement, so price can increase more. These are very good targets. You can continue to target the one that I placed here to take profits, or probably you can change, you can use only the second one in this scenario, and the second one can be the top of the pattern again. So here we are also taking in consideration the history of the price movement. So this was the history, what happened before, and this is what is probably going to happen again. Price can increase also during the coming days, or probably also this week. So hope you guys enjoyed this review for these two trades that I have shared. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button for more future contents. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye.